Wow.
I just don't know how to start.
Well, we shouldn't. Let's not do that. Do we have to start?
Well, we should at some point.
Okay.
Start,
Fine,
that is.
Fine. Do you have an actual start or do you...
No, I thought maybe we just start it like this.
Okay.
Please prepare for sound.
That's the sound. Explorer.
Sound
Explorers.
Wow, that is us. And this is my voice again. Oh, I'm back. Brilliant. I had to listen that whole time. It was
The
amazing.
whole 20 seconds you
like,
couldn't listen to your own voice.
Where's me?
It was a torturous 20 seconds.
Well, no, it's a very good 20 seconds. I like it. Sound. I brought a book.
Great. I bought a sound.
Oh, great.
I mean, I say I bought a sound. I bought a sound, but I don't know what the sound is.
You don't know what the sound is? Oh, sorry, this light's just reflecting off. Oh, wait, it's not the light reflecting off it. It's in the design. Sorry, what did you have? What's in your design?
For those listening at home and not watching the video, because this is an audio podcast.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Eric was pointing to the cover of a book.
It's called, the name of the writer is called Stephen Wolfram, and it's called A New Kind of Science. And it sounds like this.
It's a great sound.
Yeah, that's a new kind of science. That's Stephen Wolfram.
It's kind of terrifying sound.
It is.
But so is a new kind of science.
Is it?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read it. But
It's a thick book.
I know it's
This would be
threatening.
terrifying if this smashed you on the head. Actually could kill you.
It could. It would sound pretty good though.
I mean, books also have like leather bindings. This one doesn't, but it could if it was, fancier. And leather, is a drum, you hit that. So I'm not doing that. I mean, I'm doing that now and it doesn't have the leather, but it still makes a sound. And that's also the direct sound of not just Stephen Wolfram, A New Kind of Science, but it's Stephen Wolfram, A New Kind of Science on a black table with electronic gear. So that's Stephen Wolfram, A New Kind of Science.
Great sounds already. We've already had two kinds of sounds.
Yeah, I know.
But I guess the premise of this podcast is that we are exploring sounds, which we have just done and will continue to do throughout the podcast. You bought a book, I bought a sound.
Oh, good. Oh, wait, did I bring a book?
Well, you also bought a sound.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the acknowledgement.
She's just trying to derail me.
Exactly.
Maybe this is... Well, I mean, the sound could be the sound of a book. Because the thing is, I don't know what the sound is and you don't know what the sound is.
Oh.
But we have loaded it up
Definitely do not know what the sound is.
in this button.
Great.
And
That's
so
a
every
great
week...
button.
Isn't it?
Amazing.
It's so good. I got told to not... I actually have to hide it around the lab.
Why?
Because people might mistake it for an actual emergency stop button.
Oh, yeah.
Which is apparently dangerous.
In a lab?
Yeah, because if if your hand's about to be chopped off by a bandsaw and you're like, let me get the... And then all you get is a sound.
And sort of could be good, though, to mask the sound of the screaming as the blood-curdling
True.
bones get crushed.
Well, you wouldn't even have to plug it in because you're getting the sound of the screaming.
But the screaming would be maybe masked by that. So it'd be like a nice lullaby. So the rest of the people in the lab wouldn't have to be bothered by that awfulness.
Well, maybe I should leave
up.
it lying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe it's a health thing that you should leave. But, I mean, I know a lot about OH&S. So if you ever need to discuss that with me, I can lead you through it. And I can definitely say that Skinner swamped the sounds of the horrors.
Do you want to press it?
Sure. Is it time?
I think it's time. So just a little bit of context around
please.
This button. I swear on my life I do not know what sound it's about to make. It was actually very difficult to load up the button without knowing what these sounds are.
How do you do that?
There's a couple of sources I've used.
Right. But what do you mean? Like how can you record it or capture it or whatever you do without knowing what it is?
So they're all from the internet, which is
perfect.
dangerous. But
great.
They're all from the internet and they're chosen from archives, or there's website called Free Sound.
So you
where people
got
just record sounds.
just recorded an entire like folders worth of sounds.
Not even a folder, just random links. Just following random links without looking until I land upon a sound.
And then when you're in the hand upon a sound, you got to read it because you do know how to read, because I know that.
No, I was like covering the. Look, I was going to automate it, but then I ran out of time. So
You could automate it though.
yeah, you could automate it and say like, give me a random page on archive.org.
Sure.
Just pick a random sound.
But still, I like the idea that you put a hand over your computer screen.
Physically put a hand over the computer screen, press download MP3, open the downloads file, change the file name.
Yeah, hang on. You're not just, this is real.
This is real.
Unbelievable.
Change the file name, load it up. So all I can see is like 12345.mp3. I also have the link below in case we really do want to know what it was or where it was from. But maybe we don't.
Well, yeah, we might.
I guess
we don't
we'll
know.
have to
Who
see.
knows? Yeah, exactly. It could be like, let's never, ever hear that sound again, and nor do I want to know the derivation of it.
Exactly. And that's
Or-
a choice we have.
Tell me more. I want to hear that again. Who composed that? What is that? Are they alive? And then we devote our lives to that one sound. So it's either or.
We become a religion.
Yeah. I would say we'd start with a sect and then gradually turn into an insect if we could. Sorry, I won't ever do that again.
Can you get that?
I got it.
Great sound.
As Bart Simpson says, this is the sound of one hand clapping.
Sorry.
I choose to drink my drink, not inhale them.
Press the button.
Okay. The sound of one hand clapping.
It was. Oh, you know what happened? I was so paranoid about hearing the sound that I like disconnected the button.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And now we have to reset it. You can't even see, you can't press it twice. Okay, now, hang on. I still haven't connected it. Ready? Now it's connected.
Here we go.
It keeps going.
Great.
Immediate thoughts?
It's definitely, for me, when you say a sound, I was all set up for a single sound.
Yes, so was I.
All different, and it's like not just is it one single sound, it's many single sounds put together in what a lot of people would commonly call music.
Some people would call it that. Oh, wow, that was a sudden
And
stop.
That's good. I like this sudden stop. So and that's what I guess I shouldn't. We don't want to know why it was recorded.
We can know why. I'll open the link, but
Right.
what is it? I reckon it's called My Beat number 3.
Yep. I think it's called Retro Electric 7.
Ooh, it's good. It has the feeling like it has a number on the end, right?
Oh, it's so number. Because you imagine just some guy just sitting there. He used to smoke, now he vapes.
Exactly. He
Sitting in
loves
his
the
home,
vape.
sitting in his home studio, just going, I'm going to become a sound archivist. And just does it.
Just non-stop.
And it's just like, Mom, keep it down out there. I'm trying to record. Mom, keep it, Mom. Anyway.
That's the thing about the vapes is that when people exhale, it's more of a warm kind of a more open, rounded sound.
Oh, really?
Well, you know when you see someone like in a movie smoking a cigarette.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah.
But the vape, it's more of a...
Yeah.
Kind of let it fall out of you.
It does fall. Yeah, it's more like Sleeping Dragon.
Exactly.
It's definitely Sleeping Dragon.
And I think because people like to, create that cloud of...
Yep, absolutely. I mean, what I really do want to say to you, though, as a fellow Sonicrat, is I would like to have for the public a sound library, and that they come and visit our library, and it's specific sounds, like not just rustling leaves, it's specifically eucalyptus regnan, April, at
six
the site.
leaves.
Yeah, 6 leaves, or
Against
against
the right-hand edge of a mixing desk.
Yeah, just in case people need that. You know what I mean?
People do need it. The people need it.
Exactly. Or, entering your home, and you say the exact address and the time.
Yep.
As person or kid, flatmate, whatever is watching. Insert the show. Walking past into the backyard to go to the compost and urinate in it.
Yeah, the second compost.
The second compost. Yeah, and that's it. That's one sound. And it just hear it all. And you go, oh, yeah, for those that need it. And so on and so forth.
It's important.
I think it's good. I think it's simple. I've got the technology and to access the library of sounds that you otherwise can't get.
Exactly. You're doing a similar service to someone making, what did you call it? Beat 7? No.
Yeah.
No, I called it Beat 7. You called it
retro electric.
Retro electric.
Or
it is quite retro, isn't it?
Yeah, it had the
what's that chip tune kind of,
Yeah.
8-bit, 16-bit kind of.
Yep, absolute vibe. And it also sort of reminded me of like early. I think she was some. I remember like Doctor Who was 70s or some kind of, Obviously, it's not that because it's borrowing that flavor, and
it's definitely
getting
the
early
flavor.
sci-fi sort of sounds. It could even be 50s sounds, like 50s movies with that sound. But then they've turned it into a, they've put that 21st century, beat in it, as it were. But I don't know anything about music, so that's a problem with me, is that I have no idea what I'm talking about.
But you do know about sounds. I'm just looking up what this sound was.
Okay.
Go.
What's the name?
Oh, it's so good. I'm kind of shocked. But I'm in complete awe.
Say the name.
It is called Game Chiptune Loop number 3.
Woo! Did you pick 3?
I think I might have.
Wow. We'll rewind the tape to find out, because either way you had a number on it. We did know it was numbers.
Yeah. Game Chiptune number 3.
Game chip.
You can use this loop for any of your needs. Well, any of your needs, not even just music needs.
I mean,
I've had this problem with dust collecting in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
It like when I turn the fan on, there's this little what are they called? Dust bunny that kind of collects in the corner of the shower.
Great.
And Blood Pixel Hero here has just said you can use this loop for any of your needs.
Oh, so this is for when you clean the shower.
Well, I'm thinking it might even solve the problem of the dust bunny.
Like as in an exorcist type thing.
Maybe. He said any of your needs.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Well, I mean, I can't believe when we talked about it this whole time before, now listening back to it, of course it's, a game like.
It makes sense.
It's a retro video game sound. And we were fools to think otherwise.
We were.
Naive children in naked in a forest, hoping that our parents will come. Yet the foxes lurk. They're only foxes, not a wolf at least. So you're like, oh well, Stephen Wolfram. No,
No, not like that. Not like that. Just before we listen to another sound, every week we have a segment.
Oh, good.
Called. What the thing is, it's got a different name every week.
Right.
And of course, you don't know what it's called, but I do know what it's called.
You do. Oh, so at least now you know what it is.
This one I know what it is.
That's good. Will you humiliate me beforehand?
Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
Okay. I'm ready to be.
So I thought we'd take a quick break with the new segment called
Sound Meditations with Eric.
I just leant on that button. That wasn't actually part of the the sound world, but I can put it back if you want. If you want more of that.
Oh, God. It's very meditative. Meditative. Welcome. You are now in a bus because you don't have a car. You say to all your friends you don't want a car, so you catch the bus. This is the driver you've seen many times before. Is that it?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's it.
Look, I mean, yeah, it is.
That's it, great.
Oh no, that's not it. There's also.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it now.
That's good. Did I have to talk over it?
I don't know. We didn't really discuss what happened.
Yeah, we didn't. That bus trip was going to get hectic. Oh my God, you saved a calamity.
I'm
thank
pleased.
God for that. Thank God for that. It was going to go nowhere fast. It was going. Yeah, you really. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reload the button. I think
He's going to reload.
I just feel like
He's gonna
chip tune
reload.
can only get us so far.
Yep.
But you can do the honors.
Okay.
Wow.
Shh. You'll scare the birds away. Oh, you scared
Shushed
them away.
right at
Oh,
the
you
great
jerk.
moment.
You just scared them away.
That's a very familiar sound.
It is. It sounds planet Earth like.
It does. What do they call those things with the
Wings.
Wings,
Dinosaur. The dinosaur
not
derivatives.
the dinosaur derivatives, not the dinosaurs themselves.
Yeah, the dinosaur derivatives.
I'm sensing bee.
Oh, yeah, there was bee there. I'm not, you know what I
birds. That's what
you know what I thought of? Wet sclerophyll forest.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
think-
really? I thought
do you
more
think dry?
urban. I think dry.
Dry sclerophyll.
Yeah, it sounded pretty urban to me. I can hear. There's definitely cars in the background.
Or is that wind? Yeah, it could be cars. A freeway.
Yeah. And then this is amazing.
That's someone with those slide whistles.
Exactly.
Busking. I think it was a bus car. Just, yeah.
I think they knew that the person was recording.
Yeah, go.
They're like,
Yep.
they're going to listen back to this later.
Yeah.
They're going to have no idea.
Yeah, they're going to go, that's right. Like the early Tarzan movies from the 30s and 40s and 50s. Actually, but all the way through to American Hollywood movies right up until quite recently, you'd always hear the kookaburra going, "Wah!" Like, and
The
to make
same
it sound
kookaburra.
like a forest, to make it sound like a deep dark forest. And it's like, and every Australian's like, why is there a kookaburra in Africa?
Every time.
why-
They've got a real.
Yeah.
I mean, it's visceral for us.
Well, Australians hear and they go, oh yeah, but when they have it amongst monkey sounds, you're like,
wait a second.
what's the kookaburra doing with monkeys? sounds good.
It kind of fits.
Yeah,
I don't mind it.
yeah.
I actually think. Now I don't want to nerd out on the sound.
Nerd it out, baby.
I actually reckon I think it's a blackbird. Oh. That little squeak.
Which one? The first one?
Yeah, the first one.
Let's hear it.
Here's a common blackbird making excited contact calls. I was mistaken. Oh wow, that's Australian. That's a Currawong in the background.
So
maybe I'm thinking of a starling?
really? As in a...
I think it's a starling. Oh, not that.
Wow.
I mean, great sound.
Jesus.
An equally
What's that?
amazing sound. These are all starlings.
Right.
The sound is so familiar. I think it's got to be a common bird.
Starlings, they come and go. They come fast. They come slow. What was a cat? Oh no, not a cat.
A child, maybe?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
One more. I'm convinced it's a blackbird or a starling, and then some kind of owl or a slide whistle. See, this video says common starling, but I'm not really.
Oh, but we're common.
Really
Is
hearing
starlings
common
or
starling.
international?
I think both starlings and blackbirds are international.
Right, because like you know how the British call magpies, and you look at it and you go,
Yeah,
that's not a magpie. You know, with the same name.
Okay, I'm going to reveal it under the sound of a starling. Okay.
That's nice the way you're playing the piano.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Keep it there while I reveal the title, which is Birds Song. Birds hyphen song.
The song.
Not bird song.
The song.
Birds song. Birds
Song.
in park. Songbirds recorded in St. Augustine, Florida, in spring.
That was the first one we heard.
St. Augustine, Florida.
Ah.
It's got to be a blackbird or a starling. What kind of birds hang out in parks?
Florida I've never been to. You know, I don't know. I know they have
no
alligators. I know they've got alligators. And
Well, they've definitely got alligators.
Hello there, guys. So a couple
And they've got,
of months ago, I went down to the
What's that other thing?
Trump voters.
Florida. And while
Yeah.
I was there,
Yeah.
I did lots and lots of birding because it might not be that
Just
surprising
watching
that
this
there's a
birding
lot
guy
of
in
birds
Florida.
that live
Oh,
in
great.
Florida
Hey.
you could not find in Washington State. It was also my first time birding in another
We're going to
state.
have like 60 birders
He was
listening
birding.
to this podcast.
Hey, he was birding.
They're going to be like, it's a
The end of March was
a grey-faced
and so
shrike.
there were
It's a
lots of
grey-faced shrike.
Birds that were still there.
Ah.
Because of the timing, some of them were still in
Timing.
plumage, some were molting into their summer breeding plumage.
Their
Kind of
course.
varied. But yeah, I had
Plumage.
a super amazing time. I
Plumage.
saw lots and lots of bird species, lots and lots of new bird species.
Amazing.
And I of course filmed
These
my
birds sound really
experience.
good.
He sounds like he's East
Here
Coast.
is the video
He does, doesn't he?
of that experience.
He's on
And I
holidays
hope
in
you
Florida
all
going,
enjoy
I'm going
it.
to make this worthwhile. I'm going to be
I'm
on
gonna see
holiday.
so many
Most
birds.
common
Yeah.
species that
he's got
would be there
videos as
was the
well.
Brown pelican. This right here is a juvenile. These birds are pretty much everywhere that you could find.
Maybe it's a brown
water
pelican.
and access to the ocean, which was pretty much everywhere that I was hanging out. So I saw a lot
out
of these
now.
birds.
Look, I know it.
There's also
God knows
quite
where
a
he's
few
from.
adults that were hanging out on this mangrove platform. Up here in Washington, I'm not that used to seeing big
Washington.
East Coast, baby. Although, is he Washington State?
True. 'Cause
Which
you
is
say
West
up,
Coast.
You say up here in
And it's
Washington,
up.
it could be.
Yeah, Washington
coast.
State, and it could be Washington State. As soon as he said out in a weird way, and I was like, oh, I don't know. And the thing with the internet now, it's flattened out a lot of accents. I heard somebody
has.
once say, hey, like totally like, hey, how are you? How's it going? And I said, good. And they, I'm from New York. And I'm like, what?
Excuse me?
That's not New York. And it is now. So God knows that guy could be from Papua New Guinea.
Honestly.
Just been on the internet for
You
a
never
while.
know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, these new
You never
language lessons.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny how hard it is to find sounds on the internet.
What?
when you want to search for one.
Oh, really?
Is this the sound of a European starling talking?
Yeah. Is it? Is this from a land where people are famous for their giving ire?
It does sound like that. But see, the title of the video implied that we were about to listen to a starling talking.
That's what you mean by it's hard to find sounds. It's the sound that you're after or sound specifically.
Exactly. But sometimes it's nice just to not get the sound you're after.
Well, what's that when you rip? Ooh. Hey!
See, again, I don't find the sound that I'm after, you know?
Yeah, well,
It's kind of beautiful.
you don't need the sound you're after. Go on the journey, man.
All I wanted was a solo fiddle. And what do I get? The
It
full
sounds like
accompaniment.
Yeah.
Everything.
What's the Irish version of the duff? That drum that the Middle Eastern like Persians and that call it
A
duff.
frame drum?
Yeah, but that hand, it's the same, similar.
Similar
The
drum
Irish, well, I don't know what they're like. Persians call it like the duff, and it's all over the Middle East.
to the bodhran.
The bodhran, is it? Right. Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
The bodhran is pretty good.
Oh, it's great. I mean, it's also quite usable too. Like you can tuck it under your arm and then still ride home and ooh, yeah.
That's the stuff.
Hang on, I'm coming. Just let me put some pants on before I open the door. Hang on. Hey, stop knock. All right.
I said wait.
Ding dong. God damn it! I shouldn't have made my door a drum. I guess that's my fault.
And your underpants.
Okay, wait. I've got. Oh no, they're slapping someone or themselves. It's kind of like they're punishing themselves because you're not opening the door. They're going to say, I'm here all day. I can keep hurting myself until you open the door. And you finally open the door and they're bright red, going, it's your fault, they say. It's all your fault.
That's
And you
what they
say, what do you want? Cup of coffee? Smoothie?
Frame drum.
Yeah.
Is
Nice.
that what people offer each other?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Not bad at all. I did not realise though that we'd get to Ireland. That's fantastic. It's not Irish, is it? It's Irish. It's totally Irish. That was all Irish. Is it recorded in Ireland?
Probably an Irish swallow.
Yeah.
Or blackbird, which we never got to see or hear.
Well, there is a song about that, and it's called Bye Bye Blackbird,
It's true.
and you just never see it. It's because you never saw it, you never heard it, and that's what it means. It's the elusiveness of never. And yeah, there's nothing we can do about that.
There's nothing we can do about that, and there's nothing we can do until the next episode of Sound Explorers. And I should point out that by the next episode of Sound Explorers, I will be able to use this console and say the next episode of Sound Explorers.
Explorers.